Bonjour mes chers élèves, grade 6. Aujourd'hui, Inch'Allah, on va expliquer avec vous your textbook page 63. Then open your textbook page 63. Ouvrez votre livre, la page 63. Aujourd'hui, Inch'Allah, on va expliquer pour vous la grammaire de cette leçon, phrases simples et phrases complexes. Simple phrase and complex phrases. Let us to read it in French, after that I will translate to understand. Une phrase est un assemblage de mots formant une unité de sens. What the meaning phrase? It is a group of words. With these words we can form unit of meaning. This is a phrase. À l'écrit, le premier mot commence par une majuscule et le dernier est suivi d'un point d'exclamation, d'un point d'interrogation ou de trois points de suspension. When you want to write in phrase, then the first word you have to start with a majuscule letter, capital letter. You have to write capital letter in the first or in the beginning of that phrase. And the termination it will be maybe full stop or exclamation point or mark or question mark, any mark like this. For example, le français, l'italien et l'espagnol sont des langues romanes. The French, Italian and Spanish are Roman language. This only one sense. Start with a capital letter is low and the termination it is full stop. Then it is phrase. Il existe différents types de phrases simples. We have different types of simple phrases. The simple phrase you will be familiar you will find sujet plus verb, subject and verb. Like example, je lis means I'm reading. Je this it is a subject, lis it is a verb. I'm reading. It is simple phrase. Second type of simple phrase, you will find sujet plus verb plus attribut. Sujet subject plus verb plus adjective or auxiliary like this. Aline deviendra avocate. Aline will become avocate, lawyer. Then Aline it is a subject, deviendra it is a verb, avocate it is attribut or adjective. Third type of the simple phrase, you will find sujet, verb, sujet plus verb plus complément d'objet. Complément d'objet direct or indirect. You will find the third one, subject plus verb plus complement d'objet plus this object. And maybe that object will be it is direct object or indirect. Like, le soleil éclaire la terre. Le soleil is subject, clair the verb, la terre it is complément d'objet direct. Why it is direct? Because there is no before it any preposition, then it will be direct. But if we look at the second sentence, it is Marie parle à sa mère. Marie parle à sa mère. You will find Marie this it is the subject, parle it is a verb, à it is a preposition. Then à sa mère it is complément d'objet but it is indirect. Why it is indirect? Because there is here preposition. Anyway, all these are simple phrases. Why? Because all these verbs contains only one verb. Let us to see the complex or complicated phrase. La phrase complexe contient deux ou plusieurs verbes conjugués. Then, the complicated or the complex phrases, there is in it de, to, or many conjugated verbs. Many conjugated verbs. Why? Because if it is only one verb, it is simple. If many verbs, it is complex. See, let us see example. Le français, l'italien et l'espagnol sont des langues romanes parce qu'elles viennent du latin. See, here it is two verbs. The first verb, it is sont, verbe être. The second one, it is viennent. Then there is here two verbs. Then these two verbs, it is complex. The French, Italian, Spanish are Roman language because they are coming from Latin. Then two verbs. The first one, it is sont. The second one, it is viennent, means coming. Then two verbs, it is complex phrases. Le chat est un animal domestique parce qu'il peut vivre avec l'homme. See, here it is. The cat, it is a pet animal or domestic animal because it can live with the men. Then, le cat, chat, it is the verb, the first verb, it is verbe être, this. And this is the second verb, vivre, can live. Then it is complex phrases. Then we can see la phrase simple, la phrase. We can do this. We have simple one, and complex. Complex, it means there is only one verb, but the second, many. We can say many verbs, maybe two verbs or three verbs. Okay, this the verbs. And if you open your compiled workbook, page 20, you will see the meaning exactly. Here it is. A simple sentence is a sentence with one independent clause. Note what is the definition doesn't say. It doesn't say that a simple sentence is short or easy to understand. It doesn't say anything about phrases. A simple sentence can have 47 phrases, but only one independent clause. See? Only one independent clause, only one verb. Let's look at an example. Here, I love simple sentence. I love simple sentence. That is easy enough. It is obviously one independent clause. But what's about complex? A complex sentence is a sentence that contains one independent clause and one or more dependent clauses. Example, because life is complex. See, because life is complex, we need complex sentence. Here, many verbs. Life is complex as a verb, and also here we need another verb that it is complex. That's the difference between the simple phrases and complex phrases. Let us to see the exercise in your textbook. This here, the first one, ces phrases sont-elles simples ou complexes? You will tell it is simple or complex sentence. Here it is, mon cousin risque de grossir car elle mange beaucoup trop de chocolat. Here it is complex. Why? Two verbs. Risque, the first one, and elle mange is eating too much chocolate. Then it is complex. Second one, au CM, aux classes maternelles 2, on doit se préparer pour le collège. Here also it is only one verb. Se préparer, then it is simple. Number 3. Peux-tu me passer le seul? Peux-tu me passer le seul? Can you give me the salt? It is here only one verb. It is first sample. C'est décidé. Demain, j'arrête. Décidé. Decided. Is decided. Tomorrow, I will stop. Then it is complex. Two verbs. The next one, je vois un homme qui marche. Here it is also two verbs. The first one, it is voir, means I see. Qui marche, who's walking, two verbs, then it is complex. The next one, chez moi, means at me, at my home. Tout le monde est trop fatigué pour avoir le temps de midi. At me, at my home. Everyone is very tired pour avoir le temps, to have the time to help me. This it is simple because it is only one meaning, only one verb. Pensez que, do you think, plus tard, je serai riche, ça me motive. Pensez que means do you think, plus tard, later, I will be rich. Ça me motive. This it is my motivation. This it is complex because many verbs in it. Then we finished this lesson and we finished also the grammar and we explain also the la dictée pour vous. Then you can finish your exercise on your workbook. On your workbook for that exercise you can do it. Merci beaucoup de votre attention. Thank you for your attention.